In the previous video, we looked at the filters from the bid captain's viewpoint of analyzing the bid results in the matrices, reviewing the bid during the middle of the bid from different perspectives. In this video, we're going to look at reviewing the bid as an overall bid, where the costs are falling out from the bid captain's perspective, from the different perspectives that the bid can be seen in. I've got a file open that is a Walmart bid template file. This bid template file has the same information in it that any other bid has, but it's set up so that you can start a new Walmart and do a file save as, saving it for that job name with the simple changes that might be made from one Walmart bid to another. Templates are a powerful way to set up your jobs for jobs that are reproduced over and over and over again, thus cutting down your setup time by as much as 75%. In this particular bid file, we have the matrices that are set up, and they're all set up with just the preliminary numbers being used as the solutions in the bid. The starting place at this bid is $10,175,000, and we're going to alter it from there. Looking at this bid file in the section spreadsheet, what I'm going to see is a list of divisions. I'm also going to see a list of bid breakdowns and bid items. We can also see lists for job cost, budget, phase, and these lists are what we call work breakdown structures. The standard work breakdown structure that you see on almost every bid job is a CSI division and section structure, either on the 16 division structure or the 48 division structure. Both of those division structures are available inside of PrimeBid. Here I'm looking at the division's detail filter. In this filter, I see the division, and I see all of the sections of work that are underneath it and how my costs are falling out by cost category. I can run a division summary filter that will show me the division summarized with the labor total, material total, subcontractor total, equipment total, and other total, as well as the division total. I can also see the category cost total, and these are very similar to the totals that I'll see on the summary view, where I see the category cost totals and I see the division cost totals. This breakdown is the standard breakdown that you're used to seeing on every bid job. On this Walmart job, there are two schedules or bid schedules that can be set up as the bid breakdown structures and displayed on the screen. In this case, if I go to the filters menu and I go down to the bid breakdown option, I see a bid breakdown details and a bid breakdown summary filter. If I select the bid breakdown summary, I'll see the user-defined breakdown structure that is set up in the system that has sections of work assigned to each of these bid breakdowns. All of the sections of work within the bid file are set up to be assigned to one of these entries in the bid breakdown so that the numbers will be rearranged in a format that will be conducive to filling in the bid documents that have to be submitted at bid time. In this case, I'm seeing a summary, I see the total, and furthermore, I can go in and add the allocations that are on the summary view onto these numbers. So the allocatable costs are coming from the indirect costs, markups, and bonding and insurance costs. Going back to the sections view, I'm looking at a breakdown that shows me the total of the direct costs rearranged by the bid breakdown structure, which is highly customizable. Now, if I allocate costs by going to the View menu and selecting Allocate All Add-ons, then my total amount underneath the bid breakdowns will match the total bid amount, since all of those allocations on the summary view have been added on top of the direct costs, and now the numbers that I have here in the far right hand column, which can be the numbers that I will fill into the bid documents, the addition of these numbers will equal my lump sum bid amount, although they've been redispersed to a customized bid breakdown structure. In the Filters menu under Bid Breakdowns, I see a Bid Breakdown Details filter. When I select that filter, again I will see the setup for the bid breakdown and the sections of work underneath it and a total for that bid breakdown item. I have another set of breakdowns which also happen to be on a typical Walmart form that I put in as a bid item. As well as having another breakdown structure, bid items allow me to generate bid item unit prices based on a bid item quantity. Allocating the add-ons, I will end up with total unit prices including overhead and profit that will go into the bid forms, and the extensions, the summary of the extensions that is, will then add up to the total bid amount and be derived from the bid item unit prices. In this case, it's very similar to the previous bid breakdown structure. However, it's got another level of detail within it so that instead of being just on-site earthwork, it's broken down into demolition, earthwork, paving, utilities, and landscaping on-site. This gives me a higher level of detail and a better level of breakout. It also allows Walmart to check on the different costs that are in the system. Now, owner-supplied breakdown structures are common. They could be like this typical example, which you see in a lot of different retail bids, but another typical breakdown structure could be hospital, medical clinic, parking garage, and site. Or they can be phases of a remodel phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, and have costs broken out by different phases or different buildings on a project so that you can summarize this information. You can look at the details for this information by having your bid file organized to take advantage of the bid items and the bid breakdown structures. Now, these filters are very valuable in the system that they allow a lot of flexibility inside of PrimeBid. You can also look at different category filters that will show you labor, materials, subcontractor, etc. You could look at other filters like a sub-listing filter that will show you a listing of the different subs that are available in your system. I'm going to switch back to the Kitsap Elementary bid file to look at some other filters that show detailed information about the bid or the vendors by having special layouts or filters that show important things that you might need to see on bid day. For instance, underneath the Filters menu, there is a sub-listing filter. This filter is set to show all the winning bidders from the matrices with their city, state, and contractor's license number, and is set currently at 0.5% listing, and that percentage can be changed in the preferences. This is a special filter that you would use to be able to list subcontractors and the type of work that they do, possibly with critical information that would be necessary to fill in bid documents. The DBE bids filter displays the different subcontractors under the DBE types, listing the section of work that they bid, the matrix that they were bid in, the vendor's name, the amount, and the percent of the overall bid would be the contributing percentage. This listing is very handy to see where you've got bids dispersed through the system in one spreadsheet. Also, you could see that ASI and Lemons underneath the Women-Owned Business Enterprise tab, they're already green and they're low within their respective matrices. By looking at the screen, I could see that there's about 2 3/4% coverage by women-owned business enterprises already in this bid. The next video that we're going to look at is going to cover closing out the bid and reviewing the elements of the summary view.